Hey guys, it's Steve Kozak with the Wanna YM, back with your questions in 2 minutes. Today's question: there are a lot of people who acknowledge Jesus as a historical figure and a great moral teacher. So, does it really matter if he resurrected? Does it really matter if Jesus spent 3 days in a tomb and then resurrects and we spend all this time talking about the resurrection of Jesus? Well, the short answer is absolutely it matters. See, Jesus did not come to just be a great moral teacher. Jesus came to be a savior. Jesus came to be a servant. Jesus came to be God in flesh. Jesus came to be so much more than just a really cool guy with some great things to talk about. Listen to what Paul says in 1 Corinthians in the last part of his letter in chapter 15. He says, "Now if Christ is proclaimed as raised from the dead, how can some of you say that there's no resurrection of the dead? But if there's no resurrection of the dead, then not even Christ has been raised. And if Christ has not been raised, then our preaching is in vain and your faith is in vain." In other words, what Paul is saying is that if Christ has not been raised, if the resurrection did not happen, then everything that we understand as Christians is useless. Because it's the resurrection that defeats death. It's the resurrection that reverses the stain from the sin of Adam and sets us back into a right relationship with God. Obviously, the death of Jesus and the sacrificial death is important, but if Jesus just dies, well, that's the end of the story. That's it. Game over. Death is not defeated because Jesus would still be dead. But because he resurrected, death is then defeated, and the story then continues on. And Jesus' resurrection becomes the prototype for our future resurrection in the new heavens and new earth. That's my 2 minutes. If you have your own questions, stick them in the comments below.